customers are satisfied. If that's what you're solve, that is
Hello,
customer
Michael.
satisfaction. Yes, yes,
Michael, can you hear me?
yes. Fortune, I can hear you.
So I need the recording to always like be on, but I think it's stopping for some reason. So can you? Is it possible for you to be able to
The record,
track that? Like the recording, it's
yes.
going currently it's recording, so I just want to make sure that it does not go off. I don't know why it's stopping for
Okay,
some
but
reason.
I'm not doing anything though.
Okay. Okay. Is anyone else on the
That's
meeting
fine.
with you? Is Cruz or Damola here?
Fortune, what do you need me to do? All right, let's continue. So someone wants me to explain measure the right ends. So I was asking that how do you measure the satisfaction, that's customer satisfaction. So
You ask questions.
sorry, you ask questions, right? Exactly. But I want to explain that measure the right ends. Let's go back to our initial problem, customer churning. That means customers are leaving your business, and that will cost you a lot of money. So your problem statement is customers are churning. We want to retain them. And then your goal is to reduce customer churn. Now, how do we now measure this problem? We measure it by understanding the variables that are related to customer churning. So, how do you now know these variables? Of course, by asking questions. Then you meet a particular customer. Are you satisfied? He says no. Why? Your UI, UX is bad. That's one. Your customer service is not good. That's two. Your products is or are expensive. That's three. I found a better offer. Oh boy. Okay, thank God. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I can
okay.
hear you.
So
I can see your
let's
screen.
continue. Let's continue.
Yes.
So I found a better offer. So these are from someone that is not satisfied with the product. Then there's another person that is satisfied, and then he has his own reasons why he's satisfied. So basically, we have now gotten variables. Variables like our products are expensive. One, our UI UX is bad. Our customer service is bad. So we have now known the questions to ask other customers, and then we get yes and no responses. We get good. For instance, let's say we ask the question, our products expensive, yes or no. So you have data on yes and no, which is a binary data, by the way. You will get there. We will get there. So we have basically been able to measure that problem by asking those questions, and that helps us to gather data on the right variables, because those variables are the reason why customers are churning. Then we now have the last variable, which is the target variable, that is customer churn, whether or not a customer has left our business, and that's also yes or no. Or in some cases, you see 1 and 0. I will explain all of this in types of data. So this is the importance of measuring the right things, measuring exactly what you need to solve the problem. Is that understood?
Yes.
It was yes. Do I have
Can,
to
can
go
we
back?
get visual?
Yeah, it's
Can we
well
get
understood.
visual?
Very
Sorry,
understood. We can see us.
Uh, so let's continue. So the next
better.
thing is to use segmentation to drive action. I was telling you that different customers
Can see us.
have different preferences, right? They react to different reactions or different actions, by the way. And you want to know what they like, you want to know what they don't like, so that you give them what they like and what they don't like. So that's the use of segmentation. And in data analytics, segmentation is a data analysis technique where you group your customers or your clients into groups that react the same way. Like if I like blue, I can't be the only person that likes blue. So lots of us may like blue, and that lots of us may like red, and that lots will like yellow. So this will now put us in groups, and they will now label my own guy, my own person, blue, my own the other group yellow, the other yellow, so that we can know what group yellow likes and what they don't like. We'll know what the other groups like and what they like, so that we give them what they like and what they don't like. That is what segmentation means. So that we can now use to drive action. The action here is giving them the service in the way they want it. Do you understand? That is what that means. Can you see my slide? I can't. Can
No, I
you
can't
see
see your
my
slide.
slide though? I know.
We
No,
can't
I
see
can't.
your
I can't see your
slide.
slide.
Okay, no wala, no wala, no wala. Let me show you again.
After
All right, let's continue. You can see my slide, I believe.
No.
oh, yeah.
No.
Hey, no, we can't.
Come, you know. Man, this is bad. My laptop is not responding to my network in the way I want it. That's because I'm not acting. I don't know.
Can you continue teaching without this?
Hello, Mr. Mike.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Is there? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Please, can I ask a question?
I'm trying to sort out. I want to ask a question. Calm down now. Oh yeah, ask the
Okay,
question.
sir.
I'm just joking.
No, don't worry.
No, ask it now. Ask it.
Don't worry,
We are
when
still
you
sorting it out.
clear this now, what's hmm?
No, shall ask the question. So, what's going on with this thing now?
You said?
Okay, ask your question. Ask your question.
Okay, yeah, thank you. My question is like no, if someone wants to start a business, like someone start a business, so what are the variables in that business? Like how can you strategize your customer? Like now, you starting a new business. So what are the variables then? How can you bring more how can you bring new customers to get your products, all this kind of stuff? Please, I want to know more about it.
Okay, if I get it correctly, you are starting a business, right? And then you want to know more about
Yeah,
what your
yeah.
customer will. Okay, and basically, what you do, how you do it is by Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
I can.
Yeah, if you're starting a
Yeah, I can
business,
hear you.
it means if you're starting a business, it means you want to solve the problem of a particular set of person, right?
Okay.
So your product, that's the service you're selling, has to basically solve your customers and problem. Now, how do you know if that is even a problem in the first place? Like, how do you even know if they need your product by any chance? This is what you do. You define your target market. So I want to focus on Unilag for this product. So
Okay.
the target market are Unilag students. Then you now prepare, maybe you can prepare a survey or a questionnaire. Okay, maybe you want
Okay.
to sell, maybe you want to sell smart, maybe smart pens that write by itself. Okay, do you get? Maybe you want to sell pens that write by itself. You don't have to use your hand. You can ask questions like,
Okay.
do you enjoy writing? Do you enjoy writing? Would you like, can you hear me
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear
now? Yeah, well, would you like a pen that writes by itself? How much would you want it? What way do you want it? You're basically asking them questions that will help you know exactly how you're going to present that product to them without even telling them you are selling the product. Okay, just take it like a research. That's the research part of business. Then when you do that, you've gathered
you.
information on whether or not your target market will want to have a smart pen for that particular price for that particular purpose, and then you can now know that, okay, a large portion of the people I've asked in my target market wants a smart pen. Then that means I should go ahead to produce these pens. And they also want it at this particular price. So I should put it in this price range. Do you understand? So this is the general
Yes, sir.
principle of any business.
Yeah.
Ensure you know exactly what your target market wants so that you don't go ahead and provide a solution that does not have a problem in the first place. Do you get?
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Give it to come.
Okay.
That's the mic.
Yeah, I got it. I understood.
Granite. Comment ça va? Ça va, matin?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
All right. So my deal weapon. Let's conclude the class. So I will just explain the next steps for actionable insights. I'm pretty sure by next class we'll find a solution to this data and network issue, and then we have
Okay.
a very wonderful class. So after you use segmentation to drive
Okay.
action,
Okay.
you use clear visualization to convey your message. And like I have explained,
Please. Okay.
visualization is tailored by the type of audience you have. And your data storytelling skills has to be top notch. You yourself should understand what you have visualized. If you're using a pie chart to explain proportions of a particular sales, or you're using a bar chart to show the difference categories of some things. Okay, maybe the sales of a particular, maybe you are in a bike business and you sell bike related purchases, and bikes have different brands. So if you want to visualize which of the brands are sold more, you use a bar chart, and the top three, charts that are taller than the others are the top three brands that are sold more. So a recommendation there as a data analyst is to tell the company that they should order more of these brands, okay? And then that's it. So we'll explain more on visualization later. Then you have to discover the context of your data set, understand what the numbers mean, establish the context of the data. Don't
Sorry,
don't solve
let
a
me.
problem in chemical engineering, in financial accounting domain. You have to understand what your numbers mean and if they really affect your business. And that is the advantage of asking the right questions to stakeholders. And then very, very, very importantly, you have to know where and how your data was collected. Because if you use bad data to go and do analysis and give one wrong analysis, you will run that business down. So you have to be sure of the source of your data. It has to pass through because data itself has policies. There's a global policy for data, like what GCPD or whatever. But basically, data requires lots of privacy policies. We can. I don't know if most of us follow that Facebook saga, where Facebook was sued because of some privacy leakage or whatever. So you don't want to leak data, and you want to ensure that your your data is quality enough for analysis and it is correct. Because if you don't, because of course, remember in computer science, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. So if your data is garbage, your findings is actually garbage. So I'll stop here today, and we are going to connect. Don't worry, I have a very good knowledge in this field. So if you need a personal mentor in data analysis, you can always meet me. Okay. So in
Can
the
we
next
get your
class,
WhatsApp?
we'll continue to the next topic. Is that fine?
Sorry, is there a WhatsApp
Yes,
group
sir.
for
You get
us?
your WhatsApp? Don't worry.
No, don't worry. Talk to your management. They will tell you those ones. Me, I'm just a tutor. Anything they say I should do, I do.
Uh,
Alright.
Okay, guys.
Alright.
Thank you very much for listening.
so are there any
So
extra
in,
resources you want to recommend?
so in the next class,
Can we ask questions?
yeah, sure. Okay, I think let me check. So you could raise your hand and or okay, ask question. The person that raised his answer. Oladoyinbo. Okay, ask your questions, Oladoyinbo. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, we can.
Ask your please ask your questions. Toby, ask your questions.
Yeah, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, are there any resources you want to recommend to us that maybe we can use for further study or maybe student review?
Oh, okay. Basically, it says to try its best to cover everything you need to know in data analytics. But basically, for your own learning journey and experience, you have to go far and wide to learn more. So there are several resources. If you are a fan of Udemy, if you are a fan of Coursera, if you are a fan of YouTube, YouTube is one of the freest resource to learn any tech skill.
That's it.
And of course, myself has an edtech called Octave Incorporations, and right now you can learn data analytics for free. In fact, this particular slide I'm using is what I used in that website. So you can go to octaveinc.org and take the courses for free. They are
Can you
about
spell
5
Octave.
to 7
can
skills.
you spell that? Can you spell that?
I just spell
I'm
it.
sorry, can you call me the
Okay,
link?
okay, okay. There is Udemy, Coursera, and Octave Incorporation. So, for the Octave
Octave.
spelling, okay, I would text on the chat. You guys check the chat. Don't worry.
Yeah. Octave,
Alright.
thanks, sir.
Um, okay. Hi everyone, can everyone hear me? Or don't worry, you don't all have to talk. So the thing is, there'll be hands-on experience or practical experience in the following classes. So we'll be using tools like Tableau, Power BI, and Python with SQL to carry out data analysis and analysis explanations with you guys. So today's class was basically just to introduce you guys to what data analysis is all about and basically why we do data analysis. So to those of us that have issues with the installations of the various tools and packages, there will be a directive I'm shared with you tonight or latest tomorrow on how to go about this installation. So I don't know if anyone if you have any question regarding the installation, don't worry, that will be handled latest tonight or tomorrow. So I shared some resources on the chat in the chat box. However, to to take note, some of these courses are out there are paid, and so why some are probably on grants or discounts or promos, whatever you can call it. So the thing is, you just need to be on the lookout for these things. And from ECX, we try our best to share you guys with resources, timely resources, and free resources to just equip yourself more with these data analytics skills. So we look forward to having you guys in the next class.
I'm sorry, the chat box, is it here or on Teams?
Sorry, who is talking?
Chat box.
Sir, please, is there a group for the ECX for data analytics? Some of us have not been added
Yeah,
to the group.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
there is a Slack channel. There's a Slack channel for everyone that registered for this track. So there is a Slack channel for everyone that registered for this track. So if you've not been added, you can
What
send
now?
a message.
I
If you've not been
know.
added and you apply, you can send a message to my DM. We'll get in touch with you guys latest tonight and or
Sir,
tomorrow
please,
morning.
what's your name?
Right.
Joseph Olaide.
Okay.
Hi, sir. Please, can we get these slides that you used in class today?
Sorry, there.
Yeah, yeah. The slides will be shared with everyone on the Slack channel. And for those that are not on the Slack channel, we'll try to get everyone in
I'm
as
sorry,
soon as possible. So the slides will be shared with everyone.
I lost
Thank
I
you.
lost connection for a while. What are we supposed to message you on?
Slack.
Joseph Olaide. Or okay, I think let me drop my WhatsApp number. I hope I don't
Okay.
get thousands of messages.
Okay.
Okay, just send a text message for those of you that are having issues like joining the Slack channel, provided you registered for the track. So my WhatsApp
Good
number
evening,
is on
everyone.
the chat is on the
Hello,
chat box.
good evening, sir. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
I can hear you.
I say,
Good
is it
evening. I
possible
can
for
hear
us
you.
to, those of us that registered for data analyst, if it is possible for us to have a WhatsApp group? I think it is more
So
easier for us to get.
Slack group now. There's a Slack group.
there's a
Hello,
Slack channel. However, can you hear me?
can you hear?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Because like me
There is
presently,
this.
I make use of laptop, so it's very sometimes difficult for me to be opening laptop. It's because of I am aware that the class is starting by 5. That's why I'm online presently. So if there is a
Slack
WhatsApp platform that there can be an information on.
Slack can work on your phone, bro.
Okay, we'll work on that.
All
We'll
right,
work
sir.
on that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Work on that.
Your
Yeah,
number
thank you.
again, sir.
You all are welcome.
You
My
know, by
my phone number
Yeah.
is in chat, is in the chat box. Please, only those that are having issues joining the Slack channel should text me. And if you have as regarding issues with downloading the applications, there will be a directive sent to everyone on how to go about the installation this evening or latest
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Joseph. Yeah, Joseph. Let me. Good evening. Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Damola, and yeah, thank you very much, Michael, for the for today's talk. So, I'm also part of the instructors for the data analyst track, and yeah, I think we've all said it all at all. So, I've gone through. I'm trying to go through the all the messages on Slack because Slack still remains our key communicating platform. But I've tried my best to reply everyone in regards to the installation using Tableau and whatever questions you might have as well. So yeah, you can feel free to chat with every one of us, Joseph, Michael, Tayo, and myself, and yeah, surely reply within our best. Thank you. Thank you.
all right.
Everyone's questions have been answered. So
No.
goodbye hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so goodbye. Is there a question?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the question about?
It's about what you taught today, actually. So
Okay.
okay, so like if you now take survey and get information concerning your probably okay, you want to probably get sell a pen or so, like what you explained. So when you gather that information, so how do you turn it into a proper data? Like
Can we hear
before
me?
you can analyze it, because it's going to be in paper form.
Hello.
So is it that you are going to now gather all the survey forms and then start tabulating it to an Excel sheet before you now analyze it, or how do you actually go about that?
Okay, so actually, I'm not the tutor that took this, but I would give you like my own understanding of how you go about it. So my name is Joseph, actually. So the tutor that took it is Michael Ojo. So if he would also add his input to it, I'll talk to him about the question later. But on my input, like when you get a survey like that, it's just easy. It's easy for it to like turn these results of the survey into like into tabular forms, because I mean in who is that? Sorry. So to make sense of your data, to carry out visualizations, you need to convert your data to like tabular data. So at the end of your survey, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So if you have 1
So at the
million,
end of
1
your
million
survey,
surveys.
so the thing is that like the way it works, let me give you an example of how like some softwares work or how some websites works. Like when you actually input like your when you like reply to a question, your response goes to a database.
Yes.
I'm just giving you an example of how like AI level workflow of it's I don't think I should be doing that here, but let me just try to give you an example of how people are trying to do this efficiently, not like so that they won't go through the stress of like transforming data into tables. Like as you respond to a question, the question goes to a database. Then anyone that wants to make use of the data query information from the database. So this is something we'll be introducing in the next class and the coming classes. So like there are efficient ways to actually extract information from surveys or from website responses and all that. So does this answer your question?
Works.
Yes, to some extent. It's not like it's extensive though. Because I wanted to know, is
Okay,
that the reason why you
can
fill
you
forms like Google Forms?
So the interest. Let me give you an example. So on Google Form, when you like when you respond to like questions and all that, on Google Form, when you respond to questions and all that, your responses go directly to Google Sheets. Your responses can be extracted in form of like a spreadsheet.
And I feel like this work is the work that is coming to my side.
Hello, can you hear me?
I just have to brush it.
Yes, I can hear you.
please, if you are not asking a question, please can you mute yourself? Okay, so to answer your question, there's a feature on Google Form, like when you actually respond to like a question, the result of your response goes to like a spreadsheet, it like an Excel sheet, Excel spreadsheet basically. Hello, exactly.
Yes, so you see when it goes to a like it goes to a spreadsheet like behind the scene. So how do you extract that spreadsheet and use it for data analysis?
See, you just basically download the spreadsheet. That's all.
Forms and I want to have access to the data. How do I go about it?
Yeah, like I said, your response, the survey response. I'm using Google Forms as an example. The survey response goes to like a spreadsheet. So you do your analysis from the spreadsheet, or I don't know if I don't. It depends on the language you're using, whether you're using Tableau, Power BI, which have the features like undo spreadsheet kind of data. So you do your analysis from the data you have on the spreadsheet. So once you just like the thing is you make a response on your Google form, the response goes to like a spreadsheet. So you don't have to like bother collating the data again yourself. I hope I've been able to answer your question, and we are
okay.
It's still. And if you still have more questions, you can text me on the Slack channel if you're on the Slack channel to talk more about this. I hope everyone's questions have been answered and talked about.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, I think that's all. So bye everyone. I don't know if Damola has like anything else to say or to add. But I think that
No, would communicate further on Slack. Thank you.
bye everyone. I think we can all log off. I don't know.